So we will have 1 or 2 minutes to start with, and then first we will listen to the great music. That is a song celebrating the Lord, song celebrating the God. So please listen to this great music first.
You all are actively mistaken usually, but in reality, I want to tell the truth. There is a difference between prophet and Lord God. A prophet is just one of the disciples who receives from and credence on God's words. Only who conveys the words of seraphim, that is the prophet. Now here I prove your mistake right. God is God, Lord is not, Lord God is the only one. In case of misunderstanding of future generations, if he will correct, it's not real, Lord God, Lord God is the God of creation who made human beings, and he invited brothers and sisters from the universe to this earth and their souls also. They could have bodies and got the chances of reincarnation. Oh yes, Lord God, you usually cause the world of afterlife as we evolve, and cause this earthly world as temporary world. That is the reason you cannot definitely tell good from bad if you are told of everyone from the eyes of real Lord God. Indeed, as for democracy, if all awaken as children of God or Buddha, in this case, only they can choose bright person of faith and can show the glory of God. In case of the people you must be
Ah,
materialist.
hello.
And disregard
Hello.
faith.
Listen.
In the end, reciting science only, that is the end of democracy. That is mere majority. Or even a devil can run through his believer. For this reason, people who don't believe in love with God never succeed in establishing justice in this world. In any case, forever. But communism and materialism are absolutely wrong. That neither democracy with a God, no mass media democracy is a mere drifting ship, not carrying God's will. So it doesn't matter to the truth whether it's common or smart or rich or high status or not. Lord God has no concern for skin, color, or race. Your only effort is to love God and seek for His justice in this world. This is very important. In the end, all you need is just celebrating Lord God. The name of your Lord God is Encounter. This is the only one and final one of Jesus. Of God. Now here it's time to celebrate love, God, and conqueror. It create righteousness in this world, and that will be more than prophets can do. Thanks, our Lord. That's all we hope. This is our happiness.
Okay, then let's recite. True as spoken by Buddha as usual. Are you ready? Okay, thank you for coming. Let's recite true words spoken by Buddha first. Then let's start today's one. The true word spoken by Buddha, Ryuho Okawa. There used to be the light in the great universe. The light is energy of Buddha. People can live by this energy. And the Buddha's energy has made human history. It will be supplied eternally. This eternal light comes from heaven and prevails on earth. This is the light of heaven. Through the prism of Buddha, there appear the 7 colors of rainbow, arching over in the sky. Here you can see Buddha's mercy. Yellow is the color of teaching. White is the color of saving. Red is the color of justice. Purple is the color of obedience. Blue is the color of thinking. Green is the color of harmony. Silver is the color of progress. These 7 colors help each other, and their appearance Buddha-land. Buddha-land is shining brightly because of gathering of bodhisattvas. This is the land of love or the land of mercy. This is the land of wisdom or the land of teaching. Especially, this is the land of souls rest in peace. Real souls are the children of Buddha. The children of Buddha became real human beings. Real human beings have spirituality. The spirits are immortal powers. The spirits are immortal forces. The spirits are real entities. The physical bodies are the shadows of the spirits. It means you are the boat sailing down the great river. The great river is a symbol of the course of lives. Each of you sails down as a small boat, so you need a boatman. If it is not for your own boatman, you surely go aground. This boatman really means your mind. If your mind makes a mistake, the boat breaks into pieces by a large rock, and you also need a bamboo pole. This pole is the meaning of the true words. When you go down a rapid stream, you need to pant in the stream. Then you can change your course. The true words mean the teaching of Buddha. Buddha enlightened and spoke the true words, and the Buddha's teaching became a gold mine. These gold mines suggest various teachings. These are another expression of Buddha's truth. It brightens up your days, or to put it another way, the fruit of Buddha's mercy. All of you, now here, listen to me. Never lose your way, now and forever. The guiding hand has already waved. Please follow this white hand and go straightly on and on. Your lives are not limited to this world only. They have 3 aspects: the past, the present, the future. Your past have already gone by, yet still your mistakes will be kept in your mind. That is the reason why you should understand other people, and you yourself should reflect on what you have done. You and others are not different. On the contrary, both the children of Buddha and the brothers and sisters. Now then, love each other. Let us bring up each other, and it's time to forgive each other. This is eternal law, which penetrates the present and the future. Yes, indeed. The light of the dark night of this world is hell. It is also the same in another world. Since we came to this world, the sun of the truth is scheduled to rise. Now we are watching the rising sun. It will shed light to the future, to invite sad people to Buddha. Now here I command. There shall not be conflict in this world. There shall not be distrust in this world. There shall not be crime in this world.
There shall not be evil spirit in this world. There shall not be the devil in the next world. Only the ideal world. Utopia shall be realized. All of the people love each other, live harmoniously, believe in one another. The world is utopia. All of us could be the light of bodhisattvas, believing that light has reality, believing that love has reality, believing that truth has reality. These are the facts that should be conveyed. We, the light of bodhisattvas, get together, work together to keep right mind and live in tune with Buddha's words. Here we bow to do so. Okay then, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you very much for joining us today. Yes. Now we are talking about this one, the possession, like a movie title. Maybe you are scared about it, but don't worry. Okay. Now Masaru Hokawa review how to overcome negative spiritual influences. Yes, definitely, there must be the negative influence in this world, spiritually. So, but very few people realize that we have been involved in such kind of spiritual negative influences. Then, Master Okawa revealed that the fact we are always under the influence of such kind of negative influence. So, even if you can recognize it or not. So, then we will learn humbly. So to do so, I will show you Master's lecture. Through his lecture, like already separated the lecture itself, the 7 parts, including the Q&A. And then you can learn what, like step by step. Maybe it's a story, how to reflect yourself. Yes, conclusion of this seminar is the biggest weapon against the negative influences, self-reflection. Okay, so first dedicate our gratitude to the Lord, Master Nihon.
まあ、そういう硬いことにかからないような大宇宙の日本彼は仕事に自分は法であるということをして、仏法はそうというけれども、ブッダとは何かといえば法である。ブッダは法である。ブッダは見るものは法を見る。法を見るものはブッダを見ると言われている。だからブッダそのものを捕まえて、もう一回ブッダのものをブッダと何でも食べて、ブッダのとこ法を見れば、そのブッダの法は実はブッダそのものなんだ。法を見るものはブッダを見る。ブッダを見るものは法を見る。ということで、ブッダの法からブッダとは何かを知らなければいけない。ですから、あなた方にとって法の信仰とは何かというと、すべての宇宙の秘密まで迫りつつ、皆様方は現在、今ある霊、そして今どこにいるのかということを知らしめるところまで行く教えです。で、それを解けるのは一人しかいません。それをエルカンタレというので今読んでいます。そのただ一人しか解けないエルカンタレの方、エルカンタレとエルカンタレの方と、エルカンタレの方をまっとうにご一致していこうとしている集団、相談に対する敬意の心をお持ちください。それは敬意しながら限り学ぶことができないものなんです。このような学校では全く教えてくれないんです。このような学者は教えてくれないんです。他の宗教が学ぶことができないんです。ましてやテクノロジーの進化によってそれが解明されることはありえないんです。絶対ないんです。限界があるんです。この世の利便性を待つことはできる。そのもちろん日本は絶対の届かない。これは信仰のみによって知ることができるものなんです。
Thank you very much. As you know, our five bodily senses are very limited. That's why, if you want to know the truth is beyond our five bodily senses. I mean, physical bodily senses. So that's why, with faith, only with faith, we can reach the truth. So today we can learn about it. Then today, I'd like to share the wisdom through this Kyoten book and lecture. So almost all lectures are held by Masaru Hokawa, preached in Japanese, but this time he preached the law in English. That was held, I think, 2010. I think so. Sorry, 2029. Sorry, 2019, not the future.
In the future.
2019, okay, in Tokyo. And he was made this lecture in English. Now, please listen, and I will show you the step by step, not at once. Okay. So, and then very important keywords here in preface. Please read through. There is a law of the same wavelength attraction. So you know this one, the laws of same wavelength attraction. Yes, that means usually the person who is possessed and the spirit who is possessing both have a similar tendency of the soul. Yes, there is a phenomenon that is called the possession, right? And both good angels try to influence you, but at the same time, the evil ones try to possess you because they want to make you unhappy. That is their joy, very unfortunately, but that is a fact. So, because this is very important, the person who is possessed and the spirit who is possessing both have a similar tendency of the soul. So that's why people think like, because I was possessed by evil spirits, I'm very unfortunate, or very miserable. It's not true, okay? Because you have a same tendency, similar vibration with evil spirits. That's why they can possess you. If you don't have such kind of very negative vibration, they cannot possess you at all. This is a point. If this is the case, then it means that you can choose your spiritual friend by making the effort of changing yourself. Okay, so that's why the basic teaching of happy science saying, please don't try to change others' mind, or please don't blame environment. Instead, try to change, because the vibration you have held in mind or you emitted will determine what kind of spiritual friend you will have, or what kind of spiritual being can influence you. So that's why if you want to get a great inspiration from heavenly world, you need to have a great mindset that is called giving love without expecting anything in return. So a life of blaming other people and the environment is empty. Go closer towards the light. Light means the mind of God. So this is the prerequisite. So you can learn a lot. Otherwise, just want to get a great inspiration from heavenly world or be closer to God. As a conclusion, you can do it. But without your effort, changing yourself, you cannot reach that. Just get the knowledge today. So I'd like to you get a real wisdom through practicing self-reflection today. Okay, self-reflection is the biggest weapon to exorcise evil spirits. That is the conclusion. Then, section 1. This world is influenced by another one. Please listen to me.
Master Okawa will give us a lecture titled Repossession. Thank you very much, Master Okawa.
Okay, well, afternoon. Today's title is The Possession, like the theme of movie. It's a little funny and difficult for me, but I'll try. How do you feel about sound of possession?
Page number 2 and 3.
may feel that it's terrible or incredible or I never want to see such kind of paranormal phenomena or like that. Almost 90% of you will be want to escape from this situation or this kind of movie titled The Possession. I'm afraid so, but this is very important, very important. That's truth. Almost all of you might feel that the possession is a bad meaning. But the true meaning is not so. It's not so. The possession is a common phenomenon we watch every day. The humankind who are living in this world with body cannot see anything else without body. It's a human or animal. It doesn't matter. We humankind can see only the figure of the bodies and or if it's not the body, you can see things. It means material things. So you have to think that this world is composed of bodies and things, and that's all. But in reality, our real world is made up of the spiritual entities. I mean, the spiritual beings. Of course, one is spirit of the humankind, but another one is a spirit of animal. And in addition to that, exceptional spiritual beings which are made by God, but we who are living in this three-dimensional world cannot see, but there are a lot of such kind of spiritual beings in the real world. For example, you cannot see dragons in this world nowadays, but when you go back to another world, you can easily see dragon. One type is dragon who are flying, dragons who are flying over the sky. The dragon is in the dark side and of course killing a lot of people or animals. This is a reality. So this lecture's main point is what is a possession and what's the influence of the possession to you. So we are living in this three-dimensional world, but this three-dimensional world is not the world of bodies and things only. It's also mean to get a lot of effects from another world. We are living in the spiritual world, and in the spiritual world, there are floating some kind of ball-like universe in this spiritual world. It's like a ball, soccer or basketball, right? A ball. Within this ball, we call this small inner world as the three-dimensional world and the world of phenomenal world, and we just think that the world is limited in this ball only, but there are a lot of lives outside of this ball. For example, if this ball is a soccer ball, you can throw it or you can kick it. How the small people who are living in this soccer ball, inside of the soccer ball, feel about that? Oh, there comes a gigantic power outside of our universe, or I feel we are flying through the air, but there's nothing happened. This is a recognition of the real world. So the main point is existence or entity of another world can have influence on us, as means, of course, the earthly being people, but almost 99% of us cannot feel anything, such kind of influence from another world.
Okay, thank you. This is the first part, but very basic idea about the spirit world of this world. So in this world, we just see everything through the five bodily senses. That's why very few people can feel the influence from another world. So, and then all religious organizations or religious people found that try to tell you this world is not a real world. The another world is a real world. We are just trainees or school children in this world. This world is a training ground, like that. Then this world is influenced by those people who live in another world. So that's why this world is a training ground, like as he said. Then, so possession is very important because once you recognize that, you can distinguish which is good and which is bad. But normal people cannot realize that. Everything inside of you, the reaction, you may feel that is myself. But the reaction you feel is not your real self. Those are just reaction. Okay. Or someone tried to tell you something, but you misunderstood this is me. Like this, because we are connected to each other spiritually. So we need to distinguish which is my own thought, which is the inspiration, which is the good influence, which is the bad influences. To do so, we need to learn the spiritual truth more. The possession is a common phenomenon we watch every day. But maybe I'm afraid that you don't see. You see that. So that's why he's telling you. In reality, our real world is made up of spiritual entities. Do you understand that? Yes.
Yeah.
Physical body or physical world is just like manifestation of God has been thinking, or spiritual being has been thinking, have been thinking. So and then I mean spiritual beings. Of course, one is the spirits of humankind, but another one is the spirits of animals. And in addition to that, exceptional spiritual beings which are made by God, like dragon, for example. Do you believe that such kind of like spiritual beings like just real or in real world? So those are spiritual beings we are influenced by. So step by step, he can reveal the fact. Then also the lecturers' main points are what is possession and what's the influence of possession to you. It also means that this world gets a lot of effects from another world. We are living in the spiritual world. In this spiritual world, there is floating some kind of ball-like universe. If you can understand only these words, and then you can live life very, very effectively. All right. That's why many normal people who don't know the spiritual truth, like floating and also drafting, drifting in this world. So like wood in the river, okay. But now we have a recognition. We are spiritual beings, so we would not be like drifting wood. We have a strong will now and a recognition. And then within this world, we call this small inner world as the three-dimensional world and the phenomenal world. And we just think that the world is limited in this world only. This is the normal people's recognition. But there are a lot of lives outside of this world. That is a real world. So we need to be very humble. What we can recognize through five bodily senses is very limited. That's what we call it science, more than this. But if you have an attitude to explore something great, then science doesn't mean you need to limit your ability. Science means be humble what you cannot recognize. So this is the science we believe. That's why we call it happy science. The world we can know is much smaller than the true world. That is the first step to explore real world. So that then main point is the existence or entity of another world can have influence on us, the earthly being people. So that is the first recognition we should have before learning the possession. Okay, means influence from another world. Then we are going to section 2. The possession means souls of another world make influence on me. So what will happen? Let's learn.
But today, I must be focused on the theme of possession. So to teach about the possession, we must be recognize that we are in reality we are souls and we have one soul in one body, and after our death, we are going to another world, the heaven, heaven or hell, or the spiritual world between these two. So when people left this world, we cannot see anymore. He was still, but someone will appear in your dreams, and you can see the people during your sleeping night. All of you might have such kind of dreams. We are not living in this world anymore. But you cannot believe that you met ghost at that time, because in your dream you can see another person who are living in this world also. So don't think that it's just made up dream by our brain activities. So doctors will say so. But I dare say, if you see clearly and sometimes with colored dreams, you see, your soul will experience out of the body experience, and in another word, usually met the people who already dead. And when you wake up, sometimes you remember about the dead people, but some of them translated its memory into the living people, like a friend or living family or a teacher or a student or the school or people who are living in your neighbor. So you cannot believe that you met the dead during your night dream or nightmare. But indeed, we all have spiritual power in you, and you can, if you focus on your dreams, you can intensively meet who passed away. It's your relative or your family. I can say so. So I just want to say the possession is the souls outside of this world come back to this world and it only affecting or make influence on you because the deity want to say something to you or have some attachment to you or they are drawing in the dark sea or river in another world and seeking help for you, or they want to teach you that your relative or one of your relative or your parent or your grandfather or grandmother in evil situation now and you direct family should help us or help me. They want to say like that because they don't know how to save themselves. Some people received or have a custom to go to church and listen carefully the priest's teaching of the Testament, but the priest also cannot understand another word correctly, so they cannot teach you what is the possession. So you can understand the meaning of possession through horror movie also. So this is some kind of impression and the terrible experience. So no one can totally teach you about this phenomenon.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is also prerequisite you should know about the spirit world. Then he tried to explain about the spiritual phenomena, why it happens. So, the teaching about the possession, we must recognize that in reality we are souls. If you can have this recognition, you can control your worldly desires and emotion. But normally people cannot have this kind of recognition. I am soul. I am spirit. We are connected to each other. Then they think normally like I am independent. Yes, you are independent, but actually we are connected to each other. and we are souls. So we have one soul in one body, and after our death, we are going to another world. It's heaven or hell, or spiritual world between these two. There must be heaven and hell. But hell doesn't mean the punishment, okay? You need to recognize, because after this we become recognition itself. I mean, what you have been thinking. That will manifest as it is in another world. Yes, another world means the world you are thinking will manifest. So that's why if you have a very terrible thought, like that's like a fear or anger, desires, that will manifest as it is. That is called hell. But if you have a very good mindset, always looking for the way to help people, loving mindset, that also manifests itself. That's why that's called heaven. Okay, but detailing, please read the 9 dimensions. Anyway, if you see the clear and something color dreams, yes, dream. Sometimes through dream, you have experienced this, like astral trip. And then some of you might experience like the out of body experience. Have you ever experienced that? Yeah. Wow, great. Okay, so you can recognize there is another world. Through dream, sometimes we are going to another world, get energy, spiritual energy through that experience. So we are energetic. So and then, I mean, your soul will experience out of the body experience, and in another world, you usually meet the people who are already dead, right? And so you all have a spiritual power in you, and if you focus on your dream, you can intentionally meet people who have passed away, your relative or your family, or even the great people you want to meet in the dream. Yes, for example, please like try, okay, before going to bed, after prayer, after reading the true words spoken by Buddha, your vibration will become very, very sensitive. At that time, you can pray to Lord Elkantai and ask guardian guiding spirits, I want to meet someone like President Lincoln, former president of the US, the great figure, or you admire very much, someone who admires you very much, someone who you admire very much. Then, in the dream, you can meet those people because laws of the same wavelength attraction. If you polish your soul before going to bed and ask Heavenly One, I'd like to get a suggestion, the advice from those people who are great figure, bodhisattvas or tathagatas, you can meet. Okay, please try. Okay, as long as you have a great mindset, because of the laws of wavelength attraction, you can meet those people. But anyway, so those are the truths. And then through this experience, you can realize that I am a spirit. Divine. The possession means the souls outside of this world come back to this world and commonly affect or make influence on you. Yes, that is you, even now. In this temple, if you can see through the spiritual eyes, you can recognize there are some angels, even in this room. Okay, so you may feel some good vibration in this room. That means there are some angels here to guide you. So, and then, because those entities want to say something to you, yes, good people try to tell you the good suggestion, but stray people, I mean, who doesn't understand what is a spirit, who don't understand what is a spirit, I'm already dead, or something like that. They don't recognize. Those people have some attachment to you because the ancestors who already left but don't believe in another world becomes like stray spirit. They are attachment to you because they know you have good knowledge about the spirit world. So, and then drawing in the dark sea, they are drawing the dark sea or river in another one and seeking help from you. So that is a bad influence. So no one can totally teach you about it, right? That I know some Christian church or Buddhist temple doing the exorcising the devils or Satan, but that is just ritual, unfortunately, not a fundamental solution at all. But Happy Science can provide you the fundamental solution for that. Okay? Then, section 3. How to figure out the spiritual influence and try to manage it. Okay? Not only fight with that, but we can manage it. Okay? So, please listen to his lecture.
teach you the position which is in another way, the position is a ghost possession, ghost who left this world and who cannot find their future way where they should go. They cannot be guided by their guardian angel, and they are wandering around this world. They attach to school or family or their company or their job, and they are walking around their friends or colleagues, among their colleagues, and they are seeking some kind of the exit. I mean, who can feel something from their inspiration. It's very difficult for them to find such kind of person. So if they cannot find such able person, they have to attach to their child or husband or wife or parents. So we usually feel that because of bad actions, if there occur some bad actions, or for example, a car accident or your child has injured or a school or you got fired or like that. Something able 2 or 3 or 4 occur at the time you feel something irregularities happening around me. What's that? It might be my father who passed away 3 months ago. Is he now in heaven or no? Someone can ask about him at the temple or shrine or Happy Science branch. Teachers of that kind of temple or shrine or branch would tell you, it might be so. Your father is at a loss now, and he is around you every day, and maybe you have experienced nightmare that something terrible happened to you, and you already met your dead father, in your dream. Yeah, it's true, but how can I do about that? You ask, you maybe ask, and the answer is, this is very important. The answer is, you can live your life for your own way of thinking and activity, but in another meaning, it's not you only that will make your fate. You are influenced by another spiritual being, your deceased relatives, or in some meaning you will meet devils or demons in your life. It means they can get some kind of job because of you, or some angels will give you inspirations. Please think about that. Concentrate on your mind and think about that. It is my relative source influence, so the difference comes from evils, I mean the just strange souls, or bad souls, or demon-like soul, or angels, or if you can see yourself from the standpoint of the another person, you can find the answer to this question. If you can be an independent person, you will make your efforts and want to get through your difficulties. In some meaning, it's okay. You are a strong person, and in this situation, you will get the inspiration from heavenly world, maybe heavenly person, or angels. But if you felt that I'm in bad condition now, and I feel difficulties in my daily work, or I feel difficulties in my family matters, or I don't think it's good because I'm so health see and so good in emotional meaning. This will come from the inside of the spiritual world. If you think so, that is the main problem of the person.
Okay, thank you. So gradually, he revealed that the fact how we influenced by evil influences. And then, this is the first step. I teach you the possession in another way. Possession means a ghost possession. And the ghosts who left this world and who cannot find their future way where they should go. Like this. And then good angels don't try to control you at all. Just give you suggestion because they hope your happiness. That's why if you are controlled by someone, you cannot be happier because happier means you can manage your life very well. So that is a real happiness. That's why they don't try to control you. But evil people just try to attach you. And then sometimes they have a very bad intention to destroy your life. So that's why be careful. The answer is, this is very important. The answer is, you can live your life through your own way of thinking and activity, of course. But in another meaning, it's not you only that will make your faith. Both, yes, faith consists of, 5 factors. I already tell you, okay? One is the plan you had in the heavenly world. That is the first function, first condition of faith. The second one, family environment. Family environment. What kind of family you have? Your parents, your siblings. It also choose by yourself in the heavenly world. You choose your family members. And the third one, social environment. Which country you are born, and then what kind of society you choose to be born, like this. And then fourth point is, this is very important. Your friends or relationship, including the friends in this world and the spiritual influences. This is the fourth point. Okay, so what kind of people you have relationships, so including the spiritual influences. And then fifth condition, which consists of your faith, is your own effort.
Huh?
Your own effort
Okay.
can develop yourself. Those 5 factors create your faith. So only your effort can be changed. But through your effort, you can influence your friends also and get good help from them. Or you can distinguish who is good friends, like that. To do so, you need effort. So that's why it is very waste time to try to change other factors, like your plan or your family members or your social environment or your friends. Okay, wasting time actually.
Yeah.
So and then only what you can do is focusing on your effort every day, accumulating good things every day. That's it. Then so you can get a great influence from good friends from another world because of the same wavelength attraction. Yes. So then you will meet devils or demons in your life. So it means they can get some kind of job because of you. In another meaning, I will tell you later, But if you try to focus on other four factors, you can be influenced by those evil spirits.
Because that's not in our control.
No, you cannot. That's why that becomes attachment. The attachment, they are exit or interns for evil spirits. So you need to throw away, just focus on your own effort. And then, or some angels will give you inspirations. This is the golden rule we everyone remember. Okay, then. Please think about that. Concentrate on your mind about you concentrate on your mind and think about that. Means what kind of influence you have been involved in. If you can see yourself from the standpoint of another person, means very objective view. Objective view very important. If you have like a subjective view, it becomes a problem. So that's why objective view is very important. You can find the answer to this question, but if you feel that, those points, okay? I'm in bad condition now. I feel difficulties in my daily work. I feel difficulties in my family matters. I don't think it's good because I'm not so healthy and I'm not so good in the emotional meaning. And this will come from the evil side of the spiritual world. So, evil power, evil spirits or Satan's demons, those evil ones, negative influence, try to discourage you to give up development. Okay, and then those existence try to encourage you to give up, to develop. Then counting the bad conditions in your mind. And blame others, blame environment. They try to make you focus on four factors, like your family members, your social environment, or the friends, help from friends, or something, those things. And then those which cannot be controlled by you. Then you think this world is dark. Okay, so that's why don't think of that. But you should recognize that. Everyone has such kind of entrance or door which evil spirits can enter your mind. So you need to cross that door. So to do so, now, if you think so, that is the main problem, the possession. You need to find out what is the main problem for you. Everyone has such kind of tendency. Then, to start our utopia, creation the utopia activity, we need to know what is the attachment. I mean, you try to control what you cannot control. So that's why, please think of that. When you feel very emotional, I mean, I'm not so good in the emotional meaning, like upset, or getting angry, or having the worldly desires. Typically, 5 poisons, worldly desires, anger, foolishness. Foolishness means you don't have very objective view. That is foolishness. Rational way of thinking. You cannot do the rational way of thinking. That is foolishness. And the fourth poison you have is doubt. Doubt doesn't mean like exploration. Doubt means you doubt everyone has Buddha nature within, including you. You have Buddha nature. That means a big possibility. God nature, divine nature. Okay, and then doubt. That's evil view. Wrong view. Wrong view means don't believe in the laws of cause and effect. There is a cause. That means if you feel not so good, that means there is a cause in your mind. not others, not environment. So those points create attachment in your mind, and you try to control what you cannot control, like others' mind, others' behavior, or environment. So please find your own door through meditation. Okay, that is the first step to find spiritual disturbance, where they come from. Once you recognize, you can control it. Okay. So before starting this meditation, we will recite prayer to guardian guiding spirit. This is the point. Think about that. Concentrate on your mind and think about that. What makes you bad in emotional meaning? This will come from the evil side of that spiritual world, means negative influence. From now, I will ask your guardian spirits what is the cause of troubles. So that's why, please concentrate on that. They will teach you, guide you. This is your attachment. Okay, let's recite. Prayer to guardian guiding spirit. Yeah. Prayer to guardian guiding spirits. My guardian guiding spirits, live inside of me. You are the fountain light, the light of hope, the source of wisdom, and the shield of courage. Every day, may you help me develop my soul and refine my mind. Every day, may you give me inspiration and show me the right path to follow. Please protect me from all evil and guide me in living a better life. For this I give my thanks. Okay, please relax yourself and loosen tension consciousness. Okay? For relax is very important. Otherwise, you cannot be very passive and get inspiration. So relax and enjoy. Put your hands on your lap is facing upwards, so that you can get a good inspiration. Okay, yes. So please make sure your back straight. Back straight means antenna to the heavenly world. That God gave us like a great present. That is, whenever you make your back straighten, the heavenly world can contact you through the antenna, through the spine. We can extend our divine nature to the heavenly world. That connect to your divine nature within 1 inch below belly button. So close your eyes gently. That means shut out any information outside. Now start deeply from your belly, not just from your. Breathe in slowly through your nose. And breathe out steadily through your mouth. Breathe in again. And breathe out. And breathe in. Like this way, please practice this way several times. Your mind becomes very peaceful through this way. Please just focus on the breathing. please forget everything. You suffered a lot in this. Just focus on and waiting the inspiration from heavenly one. Now your guardian guiding spirit is coming to you to help you support you. Guardian guiding spirits in this room. Guardian guiding spirits in this room. Please help those people who gathered in this room. Please help each one of us who you love the most.
Now, では、守護霊との対話を始めます。
Now, let us start to talk with our guardian spirits.
でこの道場に集っている各人の守護霊、これから守護霊との対話を始めます。
Guardian spirits of those gathered in this hall today, we will start a dialogue with you now.
皆さんは守護霊が自分の前に座っている、自分の方に向かっているというイメージを持ってください。
For your part, imagine that your guardian spirit is sitting in front of you and facing you.
そしてその守護霊と日頃自分が悩んでいることについて対話を始めてみていただきたい。心の中で対話をしてください。
Please start a dialogue with your guardian spirit on any problem bothering you lately. Begin this dialogue in your mind.
守護霊が対話を始めるときには、この合唱の手をお腹まで下ろしてください。
Once you can feel your guardian spirit talking to you, move down your hands.
守護霊と対話が始まったと思ったら合唱の手をお腹まで下げてください。そして楽な姿勢で心の中で対応してください。
Move your hands down until they are in front of your stomach. Continue the dialogue in a comfortable posture.
各人の守護霊よ、それぞれの悩みについて的確なアドバイスをしなさい。本人の心の過ちについて的確なアドバイスをしなさい。
Guardian spirits of each and every attendant, please give them proper advice. Provide appropriate suggestions on correcting mistakes in your mind.
はい、目を開けてください。
Now, please open your eyes.
then going to the section 4. Now you realize, I believe, some of you already realize that what is the interest for evil spirits in your mind. Okay. Everything your responsibility. Okay. You should have no blaming to others or even the evil spirits. So because evil spirits coming to you because you have bad mindset and get some bad incident. So then how can you be protected by saintly power? So you can see the power of angels at happy science. So listen to the master's lecture, part 4.
はい、the possession is of course the influence of the souls, but if the influence comes from your happy deceased relatives from heaven, and also Big Mother, is just want to give you your hope or want to make your future brighter. And the angels also, so it don't matter. But of course, angels can possess you, but it means they want to direct the right way for you, so it don't matter. The point is the possession of evil spirits, especially the demon-like existence or Satan itself. In this case, we sometimes need exorcism, but there are a few real exorcists in this world, so it's very difficult. You can find that we succeed in exorcism or not. Even the Catholic Church or Vatican cannot do we have besides do a lot regarding exorcism, and we have a lot of helpers from heaven, higher spiritual realms. I mean the seventh spiritual realm, bodhisattva realm means our eighth dimensional realms, and you're right, Tathagata realm, and ninth dimensional realm, they are lived saviors, like Jesus Christ, Gautam Buddha, Moses, or Maitreya, or like that. So we have science precisely understand the system and the powers of higher spirits. So if you go to our Happy Science branch, instead of going to Christian church, there you can see the real spirits of angels or spiritual power of higher existence. Finally, you will receive the superpower encounter at the branch of philosophy, science, or Shoja. Firstly, you will find that you have some contact with such kind of dismayed people who that means, for example, who dropped dead recently and unknown about their death, or even spirits who want to disturb your sacred activities, like Dendo or saving people. Yeah, it indeed will occur now and in the near future. You have power, more power than as it is. Sometimes evil spirits replaced by them Satan-like great spiritual powers, and it will disturb your mission. Sometimes it will attack branch or lecturer. Yeah, indeed, it will occur. But you can cut the relation between such kind of bad spiritual being and you, if you have enough belief in encounter and you have faith in three treasures. I mean the Buddha and Buddha's law and the Sangha, I mean the members of Happy Science, you can be protected by same power from heaven and from this earth. So itself, please rely on happy science group and teachers of happy science and teachings of happy science, and finally, of course, please rely on El Cantare. No one can defeat El Cantare in this world and in another world, because El Cantare was and is the origin of the human souls of this earth. Even the Satans were made by El Cantare, and they sometimes did but did self-preservation too much and made rebellion against God, and they are now in dark side, and they gathering their disciples, but evil side, like Darth Vader's disciples, but the powers and their groups are very limited. This is just the underside of the fourth-dimensional world, and this world, three-dimensional world only, because they are very much attached to worldly matter, and they want to get flesh, I mean the body. Indeed, they want to reborn to this world as a human, but no one can reborn to this world from hell, because if they can possible, hell is empty now. And, there are a lot of bad guys in this world. They were
Okay, thank you very much. So, she's telling the fact. Yes, how to be saved or protected by evil spirits or Satans. So there are many experiences because I'm a very veteran, 35 years veteran. I was joined this movement in 1987. I experienced many miracles. Yeah, I'm a witness itself. So that's why I can tell you what will happen if you have a big connection with happy science and spirit world and El Cantare. Okay, surprisingly, if you have a great connection, you can cut off any bad relationship with negative influences. Anyway,
I
how can you be protected by saintly power? The point is possession of evil spirits, especially the demon-like existence of Satan itself. In this case, sometimes you need exorcism. But, as you know, there are few real exorcists in this world, so it's very difficult. Even if you see some movies regarding the exorcism, there are no solutions, right? One pastor just tried to commit suicide, jumping from the window and got death. But that is not the final solution, because everybody, including the Satans and the demons, have eternal life. So that's why we, happy science, do a lot regarding the exorcism, and we have a lot of helpers from heaven and higher spiritual realms. So the higher existence cannot be attacked by lower existence. Means if you are bodhisattva, then you cannot be attacked by any devils or demons. That is a golden rule in another word. So if we go to our happy science branch instead of the going to the Christian church, there you can see the real spirits of angels, the spiritual power of higher existences. So what kind of matter can determine the vibration of the church or temple or branch like this? Yes, definitely, just one point. Up to the mind and the result of the spiritual training of that head minister of that temple or church. Okay, so because he has responsibility, what kind of the vibration that temple has, only that. Master Okawa clearly said that even if he's a minister of happy science, but he's a very lazy and he doesn't do any spiritual training. Even if he becomes lazy just for 3 days, the vibration of the temple becomes lower and lower. So because the spiritual beings, angels, will stop sending light, sending the great inspiration to that temple. So that's why who has a responsibility, that is matter. That will determine the vibration of the temple, church, or any facility you have. So then that's why you can see the real spirit of angels, the spiritual power of higher existence. Means as long as the minister of the temple have a great spiritual training, that is a prerequisite. So, and then I must be very honest every day. So all angels who guarded this temple, the angels of the guardian angels of Happy Science UK, always watching over Tetsu. And then how can we mean the angels, how can we send the great light to this temple? Through him, through his prayer. That is a matter. So that's why once you got the position or was appointed as the minister of that temple, that is not honor. That is a great obligation for you to sustain the vibration of this temple. So people feel, oh, this temple has a great vibration, and I feel the existence of the angel, something like that. So that is a very severe training. But you will receive the superpower of Elkantare at the branch office or Shojan of Happy Science. As long as the head minister of that temple not become very lazy, but always try to do good spiritual training. Okay, that is all. And then that's why I can definitely guarantee you, once you come here, you can get a great spiritual result. Yes, you can pray. You can do the good meditation. So here, so let's do it together. Then, if you get more power than as it is, sometimes evil spirits will be replaced by demons or Satan-like great spiritual powers. Negative great spiritual power. Okay. Then means it will disturb your mission and sometimes attack the branch chief or lecturer. Branch chief like me, they will try to attack because as long as you are leader of the spiritual movement like this, that try to change the world from the age of materialism into the age of spirituality. They think this is a big disturbance for us. They means there is Satans. So they try to disturb. And they try to stop you to come temple and also stop your spiritual training, including me. Then always, as Master says, the temple manager, I mean head minister, have a big responsibility. Then if the temple manager doesn't have such kind of the great responsibility or very lazy, to do spiritual training, and then they lost the great mindset. That means loving mindset, very, very good mindset. Then, for example, the prayer room becomes just a room. Okay, so without any vibration. So that's why very big. You need to be very careful. At the same time, if you start this kind of the spiritual training, evil spirits try to stop it because they need a house to live in. That is your body. So if you continue the spiritual training every day, polish your soul, define your mind, and reflection, they cannot live in your body, mind. So that's why they try to disturb and stop you with big excuses. So happy science might be cult. So that's why you should not go there. And you will be involved in, and you are taken away the big money for that, like that. So they whisper you. And your relatives and your friends will leave you because that they might think the happy science is cult, like that. And they try to make you confused and get suffering setbacks. But anyway, you can cut the relation between such kind of the bad spiritual being and you if you have enough belief in Elkantar and you have faith in the three treasures, I mean Buddha, Buddha's law, and the Sangha, meaning the members of happy science. You can be protected by saintly power from heaven and from this earth. Yes, this is we need to remember. The source of big power to protect yourself and protect your friends, family members from negative influences. Again, okay, enough belief in Elkantar, because Elkantar is the source of everything. So that's why don't analyze. You cannot analyze, right? You cannot analyze creator. You cannot analyze who created this world and another world and the universe. That is much huge. Even if you have a measure that is can measure only 30 centimeters, can you measure the diameter of the earth? It's impossible, right? Same as that. You have a very small scale which can measure only 30 centimeters. It's called science. Then some scientists insist that if you cannot measure with this 30 centimeters scale, it doesn't exist at all.
Limited thinking.
Yeah, limited thinking. Everything should be between, like microscope, between microscope to telescope. They insist that that is not truth at all. So that's why you need to throw away such kind of a small way of thinking and be humble in front of Creator. So you can connect to Elkantar, I mean Creator. Then you have faith in the three treasures, means Buddha. Buddha is original meaning of Buddha is God who descended to this earth, incarnated in this world. That is called Buddha in Buddhism text or Oriental religion context. And also his teachings, because through his teachings you can realize how much we have been, I have been, you have been loved by God. Through his message, he tried to tell you, just I love you. So this is the teachings. Then, to make you understand how much he loves you, he preached thousands of teachings. That's why, yes, Dharma. So that's why he published already more than 3,000 titles books. And then Sangha. So if you work alone, and also if you train yourself alone, no one with you, then you feel lonely and you will lose the way. But we have friends here to encourage each other, help each other. So sometimes you lose the way, but they are to encourage you to go forward with you. Okay. So, meaning the members of Happy Science, you can be protected by saintly power from heaven and from this earth, as long as you have a good mindset, devotion to the three treasures, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So, never fight against evil spirits by yourself only. Unite our strength always through Sangha, with Buddha, with Dharma, with Sangha. That's why please rely on Happy Science group and the lecturers of Happy Science and teachings of Happy Science, and finally, of course, please rely on that. No one can, please remember, no one can defeat El Cantare in this world, in another world, because El Cantare was and is the origin of the human souls of this earth. El Cantare is the origin of everything. He says, even the original state of Satan, who used to be just humankind, okay? After that, through the some reincarnation, Satan becomes the devil. Okay. The first he used to be the one of angels, but fallen, right? As you know. But even the Satan, the souls of Satan, the devils are created by El Cantare originally. Okay. But then we have given the freedom, free will. Through free will, some of us becomes great angels, but some of them, the lost ways. The freedom is the main engine to get the improvement, but sometimes they makes us fallen. But through that, only through that, we can. So that's why freedom is also very important. Anyway, so then still we have 3 points: number 5, number 6, number 7, and then it will take more time. I think that we can finish this one within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then next time I will tell you section number 5, rule of possession. I mean, then how to against the evil power. Okay,
So we do that next week.
next week. Okay, and then number 6, do what you can to change yourself. The strongest weapon God has given us, that is number 6, to create spiritual screen in front of you and stop evil and get peace of mind. Like if you see the movie that is titled Rose of the Sun,
Yeah.
the Shakyamuni Buddha also did it. And how to do it? The same as Shakyamuni Buddha did. And then number 7, Q&A. Q&A. Okay. Then in the Q&A, one lady asked a question to Master Nihonkawa, which is, then how can I recognize I am possessed by evil spirits? That is very fundamental question, isn't it?
Yeah.
No one doesn't want to recognize I am possessed,
Yeah.
but you need to do that objectively. Everyone tries to reject, like I've never possessed by evil spirits. But Master says in one of his lectures that is titled "The Principle of Self-Reflection," he said 50 or 60% of people nowadays, after death, going to hell, even the temporal, and 99.9% of people can possess once or twice a day.
Absolutely.
When you become very emotional,
Yeah.
uncontrolled desire,
Yeah.
like that. And so that's why then, but once, so we cannot pretend not be possessed, but we can recognize the moment we possessed by evil spirits. Then, how you can recognize that? And also, we can do some meditation regarding point 5, section 5. Are you blaming others or environment? This is the biggest hindrance for you, okay, for evil spirits. Through this, blaming others or the environment, the moment you start blaming others, it's because of him, because of her, and they get like justify your anger, hatred, desire. That moment, you can be intruded by evil spirits. This is the biggest weapon. Let you get resentment, anger, hatred, worldly desires. Okay, so and being very subjective.
Yeah.
Then another reflection next time you can do is here. Are you making the effort to correct your shortcomings? Once you give up to correct your shortcomings, you can be a puppet of evil spirits without recognizing. Because you are wearing the good suits or good wear and also like a good face. So you yourself can't recognize I am possessed. But certainly, once you stop correcting your shortcomings and also like not try to take responsibility at all and blame others or environment, then you can be a puppet of evil spirits. So this is the point. So that's why next week we will do this kind of session, reflection, and also try to cut off fundamentally. Fundamentally, we will try to cut off the real cause of possession. Okay, please expect next week. Okay, so this concludes today's one.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, and see you next week. And then from 10 past 5, we will start the Q&A session and the discussion time. Okay, so if you have, please share your feelings, like how did it make you feel, and also have questions. You can ask any questions about today's one. And then from 6:10, 10 past 6 p.m., we will have a prayer service.
Can you keep this?
Yeah, you can keep it. Okay, sure. Okay, and please, bring it to the next week. Okay. Thank you. Take a bow. Thank you.
You mean
Thank
6
you.
p.m. today? Or
Yeah. And then the discussion time, 10 minutes later, 10 past 5. Okay. Okay. If you want to join, please use the Zoom channel. Okay. Thank you.
all right.